broken bottle is rated suitable for kids of what age? The answer is 9+.
Thanks very much for starting with the game at 9, the real thing at 10, I would imagine. That's the logic. You're watching The Right Stuff. We're live on 5, of course, this Tuesday morning with Gail Porter, Russell Kane, and Home and Away's Rebecca Breeds. And she's going to have the rest of today's headlines for you very shortly. But first, we're going to find out what these guys think about Broken Bottle. This is the phone app that simulates glassing someone with a broken bottle. Right Stuff at 5.tv. That's the place if you want to let us know what you think of it. Because not only is Broken Bottle hugely popular, it's also free. Anyone can download it from a well-known computer company's website, and it is currently the 9th most popular free app in Britain. Downloadable in seconds, users can choose the weapon of their choice, a wine bottle, a whiskey bottle or a beer bottle. Personally, I think wine works best. Knock the top off to make it nice and sharp, and then swing your phone to slash, thrust, or stab someone with it. It makes a really funky noise too. And if you look down, as you just saw there, you'll see that your bottle is now covered in claret. You have to be 13 or over to have an account with this computer firm, but perhaps more worrying is the fact that the game itself is rated OK for kids as young as 9 to use. The Sun newspaper claims parents are outraged that the game is totally sick, but are you? I mean, Apple's been known to withdraw bad taste apps in the past. Last year, it pulled the Baby Shaker app, which let you quiet a crying baby by shaking it violently, though, for the life of me, I just can't understand what the problem was with that. And now, Gail, you do the gadget show every once in a while. Is this an outrageous, sick game, or is it...
I think it's outrageous and sick. I think it's horrible. Because every day you pick up the paper, it's almost every other day you pick up the paper and there's kids solving out their problems by... They've got guns, they've got knives.
How do you square war games on computers when every day there are photos of people flying assault helicopters and driving tanks?
Kids are not going to get their hands on a fighter jet. But they're more likely to get their hands on a bottle. I think something accessible like a bottle, or if they've got knives, so
you think there's a direct link between video games and what people do in real life?
No, I don't think there's a direct link. I just think it's a sick game, and honey, put it down. But I just think something like that is too easy for kids to think. It's accessible, I think. Okay. I don't like it. It really upsets me.
Do you think, Russell, that it could be the app is a sort of dress rehearsal for real-life stabbings?
It's definitely in really bad taste. I'm surprised they haven't made a Sambuca one that you can light the top of as well and do a shot before you use the glass. But I'm always a bit suspicious of this direct link. If there is what they're arguing is that kids will see it and immediately copy it. I mean, quite early on. It's like we were talking about yesterday, this moral framework is there with kids. I don't think many kids would actually copy it. I mean, I've been playing Angry Birds incessantly on the iPhone.
How's your flying coming along?
I've not picked up a sparrow and lobbed it yet. Although they're starting to look a bit appetising. I don't know. I mean, why? I'd be a bit suspicious of the guy that wants to make it, to be honest, rather than the people that want to buy it.
Well, I guess it's just... the only thing I can equate it to are appalling bad taste gags, which I routinely receive as text messages from sick-minded friends.
Sorry about that.
Russell. And,
I thought it was hilarious in the pub.
You know, they're not things that I would necessarily repeat in public or tell my mum. Maybe just repeat in public, but it's just... ultimately, it's nonsense. The only thing I would have an issue with, if I did have an issue with it at all, would be that it's got a suitability for 9-year-olds, that it implies that it is suitable for 9-year-olds. Have you got a problem with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, just violence, the blood that appears on it. I mean, it's really graphic, and it's, like, quite horrific. I don't know where the urge comes from. It's nowhere near as
graphic as, say, Tour of Duty video game, and I know loads of kids that play that, even though it's that's age restricted to 18.
But what I don't understand is the urge to go, I really want to see what it would be like to do that. Like, there's something really inhumane about wanting... go, I know, I'll download this app because I really want to know what it's like to stab someone with a bottle. Or even if the novelty of it is really bad taste. But I just don't understand where the urge comes from to do that.
I mean, you say it's really graphic. Again, I mean, is it any more graphic or disturbing than a child when I was a kid, where you would have a plastic commando's knife and a bottle of fake blood from the joke shop, and you stab a friend, cover them in fake blood, and they're wandering around. I mean, in terms of...
Where did you grow up?
Croydon.
The mean streets of Croydon, Mom.
I used to play, on my bike, going round the corners and chasing baddies and stuff.
Then what do you do when you get them? Then you stab them with a knife and cover them in blood. I don't know.
We play computer games. That's a game. That's like a different universe. This is just a bottle to stab someone with. There's nothing to it. There's no you're in a game. You're doing anything. It is.
I'm with Russell. There's no link, no proven link between games we play and real life.
It's just no point.
If I had a relative or a friend who'd been stabbed to death and someone showed me that game, I wouldn't be entertained at all. But you can't dictate what everybody plays. It's a hugely popular application, I don't think, just because that a few people might be upset. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Is Broken Bottle a bit of fun or too sick for words? Right Stuff at 5.tv is the place for your thoughts. After the break, though, it's Rebecca with the rest of today's headlines, including reports the police are looking for a fourth victim in Bradford and why Britain is running out of teenagers. Seriously. All the details after the ads. But first, what have you got for us, Rebecca?
Well, today in the Daily
news.
Mirror, yes, this is the big story worldwide. This is called Massacre in the Med, World Fury at Israel's aid ship attack. So basically, there was a flotilla of ships going in to give aid to the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, which is blockaded by the Israelis. Yep.
Yes, at the moment. And they were apparently at the time in international waters, and Israel attacked the ship and has actually taken them, you know, hostage kind of thing.
It's an extraordinary justification they're given for the attack. At various points, they were saying that they came under attack from crew members armed with metal poles. Now, this is by not just regular Israeli army people. This is the commandos, they're crack troopers, who are coming from an armoured helicopter and they're carrying guns and they're worried about people on a boat attacking them with metal poles. Yeah. And there's the other thing I read, that they claim that some of the women on the ship, aid workers, somehow managed to wrestle armed revolvers off Israeli crack commandos and started taking shots at them. I mean, it's just... It's outrageous.
Yeah, it is outrageous. And what apparently the rest of the world... Oh, well, about 9 people were killed so far. It says 19, but we think it's about 9. 2 British people are said to be injured so far that we know about. And they're claiming that they were, what's that word? They were attacked first kind of thing. And so that's what prompted it. But And they're still holding the ships, and the rest of the world is like, what is... You know, tell us why you've done this and what's going on and release the people.
Perhaps even more worrying, I mean, I don't know if you saw the scenes in Turkey and Egypt. I mean, people are coming to this...
Yeah, it's outrageous.
This comes up again and again. It's more immoral to use makeshift weapons than to have army-powered lethal precision. Like you're going to be with a rocket launcher, moral integrity, as opposed to using a stick and a pole, which is some... I mean, you can defend yourself whatever you've got if you're under siege, aren't you?
Absolutely.
And I mean, they were giving aid. I mean, come on, they went to go help the country and they've been, you know, assaulted for it.
Let's draw a line under that for now. I mean, it's certainly a story that's going to rumble on for the rest of the week, if not beyond. What else have you got?
OK, so in the Telegraph, there is a headline, teenagers are in decline after baby slump era. So this is... Don't get too excited about this, all right?
Fantastic.
It's horrible. There are some primary schools that have undergone, you know, some very harsh times. And they're saying that universities and other, secondary schools...
have fewer people coming through.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Okay.
They're going to suffer from fewer applications. And the baby slump happened in the, early 2001, I think, was the biggest time when people started having children later, or just not at all. Yeah, so that's basically what that's saying. But they say it's going to go up again. So it's not like a big deal. I know. Sorry, Matthew. But, they're saying public services and also, fashion and cultural services.
Because they're going on to say, it's going to hit schools. And I'm thinking, but surely fewer teenagers is a good thing for schools because it means class sizes will get smaller, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, less finance.
Of course, money for people,
money is the big kind of thing in this. I don't think it's actually that they care that there are less teenagers.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to miss the teenagers. I think they just mean that financially there's going to be less of, input in the systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
In the Sun. Moving on, we have the Sex and the City girls. The headline is...
I love that reaction, just...
Sex and the City 2, big deal, it's come out. Yeah, well, they're saying Sex and the City girls had 115 million partners.
Eh?
I know. Well, where did they get the time?
Now people want to see it.
No, but they're saying in these 6 series that they've done, it's kind of the 6 degrees of, separation kind of thing. So each of them, it's saying here that... experts have found that they had a total of 94 lovers over the TV series. So Kim Cattrall, who plays Samantha, who's, the more liberal one, has had 1 female partner and 40 male conquests, adding up to 53
Oh, because each male
million...
conquest will have had so many conquests themselves.
Yeah, so someone with much too much time on their hands has gone and
Don't even wanna
calculated
play that
all the
game, do
amounts
we,
of
Gail?
people.
No?
I was just thinking, experts. Experts in what? How do you find these experts that go, hang on a minute?
In the sun.
Yeah,
this,
exactly, the sun. And they're using it as an opportunity to bring awareness to STIs and transmitted diseases.
It's funny, because I'm using the new Sex and the City movie as a way of bringing attention to the fact it's a truly awful movie. It's brilliant, isn't it? There we go. Truly.
Well, they found a way to justify it.
I don't even know a woman that likes it so far. I mean, obviously men won't. It's just handbags and shoes.